Faces here on the YouTube channel. I'm feeling absolutely amazing. I know it's been a while since I came live, but hey, I'm back. I'm back again. Yes, and I have some dream talk that I want to go into. And of course, I want to talk about what I've been watching. What I've been watching, okay? Um, yes. So my dreams have definitely been very vivid. And I'm so grateful for that because I don't like going to sleep and just waking up. I don't like going to sleep and not remembering my dreams. Let me know in the chat if when you go to sleep you remember your dreams or you don't. Okay? I've been having a lot of vivid dreams. And then another thing is I've been reflecting on certain dreams that I had years, 10, 15, 20 years ago, based off of the environment, the climate, right? Certain things remind me of certain dreams. And in this year, okay, we like 4 months in. Okay, we 4 months into the new year, right? We 4 months into the new year. So I've been thinking about a lot of old dreams that I had, and it's making me feel some type of way. But anyway, I've came on to talk about recent dreams, not the dreams from 10, 15, 20 years ago, right? But I had a dream that really made me feel some type of way. Okay? It made me feel some type of way. It made me feel like, dang. You know what I'm saying? Like the dreams that I've been having, right? They were, hmm, they weren't lucid, I have to say, right? Because when you have lucid dreams, you are aware that you're dreaming, right? But I wasn't aware that I was dreaming in these particular dreams, so it felt real. Hello. How you doing? Welcome. Right? So I was having dreams and I wasn't aware that I was dreaming, right? So when you're not aware that you're dreaming, you're going about it as if it's real, right? But this particular dream that I had, it was, I don't want to say it was disturbing, but it was a different experience, right? Okay, let me go into the dream. So I had a dream that I was traveling, and I was traveling with a group of people, right? So in my mind, I want to say that I was in an RV, but really, I was in like a party type of van. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know how when you have a party, when you having like a fun event and you have a group of people and you guys are traveling or commuting. It was like that type of van. Matter of fact, a better way to say it was a sprinter van, right? So I was in that type of sprinter van, right? And um, we was traveling in a sprinter van, right? So we got somewhere where it was like this event that was going on, right? And it was such a huge event that it was like a stadium full of people. And I had went with this young guy, right? And I was want to say young guy because he was younger than me, like you know what I'm saying, like a few years. And it made me think about like real life, right? So hey, what's up to everyone who joined the chat? What's going on? Let me know if you guys like before I started this story, right? I asked a question like whether or not if you have lucid dreams or regular dreams, let me know in the chat, right? So we was in a sprint of traveling, right? But particularly I was with this younger guy, right? He was like a few years younger than me, right? And it made me think about real life, right? I'm old. I'm super old. I'm in my 40s. Okay? I'm in my 40s, right? But in real life, I have dated men that were younger than me, like probably like a few years younger than me. Like, you know what I'm saying? The most like 6 years younger than me, you know. And my real life friends used to make fun of me, like, oh, you dating somebody young, you know what I'm saying? But anyway, in a dream, right, this particular person I was dating was younger than me, right? And he went along to get online right? Because I was supposed to leave, right? I don't know. It was kind of weird because it's like I was supposed to leave, but then it was like he was looking for me, right? But it was like this big stadium, right? He went first because he had like a lot of influence, right? So people knew who he was. Like he was just like this popular person. Everyone knew who he was. Everyone knew that, you know what I'm saying? He was just like famous. You know what I'm saying? It's just like he made money off of his famousness, if that's a word, right? So like he was very popular, right? So he went before me, right? And they let him in. He got to his seat, whatever, right? But he was like really looking for me, like, yo, where's she at? But then I had this encounter with this particular person. Like me and this person was like going back and forth. And then all of a sudden, like I could see him like having a good time in the stadium with his friends and people that knew him. You know what I'm saying? And so, right, but I had this encounter with this particular woman. Like, it was just kind of weird. You know what I'm saying? It was like a hater encounter. Like this person was a particular hater. If you just now joining, right, I'm talking about a dream that I had, right? So this person was freaking hating. It was just a hater. Right? So then I had got lost in the source. I don't even know if that makes sense, right? So I got lost. And so like, I don't know, it's just like the dream just kind of like shifted, right? Into like a different time, a different frequency. It was just different, right? And then I ended up being with this guy again. He was like, yo, I was looking for you. What happened? And all this stuff. And then I was just telling him, like, what happened. I was talking to this person, this hater person. And it was like just hating. You know what I'm saying? It was just so much chaos, right? So me and this particular person we was talking. He was like, yo, I was looking for you. You know what happened, all this stuff, trying to make it seem like he was really looking. But in the view of the dream, it was like this nigga was just chilling. Like he was chilling. I don't mean to say that word if it offends anybody, but this particular person that I was supposed to be with in a dream, he was just like, yo, he was chilling. You know what I'm saying? Like he had the popularity, he had the people that was there. Like he was just a popular. Like, you know what I'm saying? You know how you went in school and then you have like someone who's popular because they play sports, but this person was popular because he did something that was so different. He did something that was so different that it just made him popular, right? But for some odd reason, me and him was together in a dream, like in a dream world, like, you know what I'm saying? It's kind of weird. I don't even know how me and him met in the dream world, but we just was together. It's just weird, right? But anyway, we was in a different scene, and so we was in this particular house or like this cabin, like something that was like so weird, different, like. And I'm like, yo, he like, yo, what happened? I was looking for you. You just disappeared. I'm like, he was looking for me, but yeah, he was chilling. Like that's what I was thinking of my mom. But then it was just like he had a lot of concern for me, right? I don't know, like, and I kissed him, and he had all this metal in his mouth. Like, it's just like he had all these piercings on his tongue. It was just a weird ass dream, right? But he was just like so popular. Like, it's just so weird, right? But then, anyway, right? So it goes back to like us being on some sprinter, like traveling, right? And so we traveled into this realm where it was just so dark. This realm, when I tell you, anybody that coming into the chat right now, hey, what's up? Right, boom. So we was in this realm, and it was so dark. We were in the sprinter, right? So this is where the dream like just shifted, right? So we traveling, we in this sprinter, right? And then I don't know. I had my identification and everything, right? It's kind of weird because it was like this party or something, right? But the party was like on the other side. Like you either was on the other side or you was where because we parked the Sprinter. We parked the Sprinter in this place where it was just dark. And when I say dark, I mean like it was an area where the police, like the people, authority didn't really want to identify this area. It was just like it was um it was like um the underworld, like or the underground. Like it was a place that was like in a dream, you have people who was authority figures that didn't even want to go there, right? It was this like this body that we thought was like unalive, and we told a authority figure about it, and it was like, no, we ain't going down there. It was just like that place, right? So we parked the Sprinter there, right? And then you had certain people that dispersed to like the party or whatever the case may be, right? But then there was some people who was just like they ain't leaving the Sprinter, and then you had the person who was driving it. They came back and they stood there. But then it was like the people who didn't want to really go to the party, they just wanted to chill in the Sprinter, right? They went outside of the Sprinter and they like kind of round, but I mean kind of like I don't want to say round, but that's not the right word. But they kind of like wandered, walked around to see the surroundings, and it was just like dark. And then also like you had people who was losing their identification, losing their cars, and I was one of those people, right? Because it's like in a dream, it's like it was more so first person. Like it was first person. That's how it was coming up in the dream world or whatever. Hey, what's up to everyone who joined the chat, right? So it was like first person, right? So then I started realizing like, yo, I'm losing my identification, my credit cards, all that stuff, right? It just started like, how you ever saw the movie It, right? Right? We're talking about the 90s. It's It, and then they had some that came out a few years ago or whatever, right? You know how when he's like under this thing, right, where the child is playing with the balloon or the ball or whatever, like that, and then they had to go down, and the guy was like, "Oh, come get it." I don't know what it was, right? The guy, no matter of fact, the person who was playing with he made like a paper boat, right? And then somehow the clown, he got it, right? So that kind of thing where all the water went down, my identification went down there, like my identification, my credit cards, all that stuff went down there, right? And so I was telling this person like, yo, my ID, my my bank card, everything is lost. And the guy was like, yo, mine's lost too. And then like we couldn't reach it. It was like so deep. And then all of a sudden, like on the side, then in the middle of it, it was like this big hole or something like that. I don't know what it was, right? And then we saw this little kid, and we told the little kid, like, listen, we lost our identification, our bank card or whatever. And he was telling us to talk low, like, yo, you know what I'm saying, you talking too loud, you gotta talk low, because everyone down there was sleeping. It was weird because it's just like it was like there was a whole nother civilization, a whole nother world. I was in the sewer system. That's crazy. Like you had a whole nother world, a whole nother group of people that's living in this sewer system, because that's where the identification went, in the sewer system, right? But then we met with a kid who grew up in the sewer system, and he was helping us or whatever, right? That so he got like the little flashlight, because we told him, because he was the only one that was up, and he was telling us like, yo, you know what I'm saying, tell me, in a lower voice, right? So we told him about the identification. So he got the flashlight. We could see him, right, going in that area, right? But then something happened. Was so weird, right? Because it's like when he was looking for the identification and the bank card information, right? Something big happened, right? Within, you know what I'm saying, the world of, because it's just like you had the people that was like that was, because where we was at, we was in like a parking area. Like you park the vans, you park the cars, you park the sprinters. That's where we was at, right? And so when our information fell lower, they was in the sewage area, right? So this little kid, he was like, we told him where it was at, and he went there. But then something happened where we had to like focus our energy on the parking area, right? And so it didn't take my mind away from the the IDs and the bank cards, right? But the person who lost their stuff, they just redirected their energy. They was thinking about something else, but I was like, yo, I'm focusing. So when I went there, and he found my stuff, right? But he found like just my ID card, right? No, the matter of fact, he found both of them, but they was all they was like they was as if they was there for like 20 years. You know how something is just deteriorated, and I'm like, how the hell my car is like this messed up? Like it was just so, it was just like as if it was there for 20 years. It was, you couldn't even see the writing on it, but you knew it was mine. So I'm like, damn. But like I don't even remember what happened in the parking lot or whatever. It was something that was like distracting or whatever the case may be. It was very distracting. But he gave it to me, but it was just so distorted. And I'm like, oh my God. It was just the crazy, that was the craziest dream that I had. Now. It was just so crazy. You know what I'm saying? The experience was so crazy. Hello to everyone that joined the chat or whatever, right? But the experience was, I have to say, the experience was crazy. It was just like I like to have dreams where I feel like, oh, it's a lucid dream because I'm aware of what's going on. But them dreams when you just are just having a dream and you think it's real life, oh, that's the worst. I'm sorry. Let me know in the chat if you feel different, if you feel like, oh, when you're having a dream and it's not lucid, you feel okay. When it's not lucid, lucid means that you know that you're having a dream, right? And so with lucid dream, you could control what's really going on. But what happens when you don't know that you're dreaming and then you're just having these experiences, right? So I was having these experiences, and the person I was in a relationship was very affluent. This is an affluent person, right? And honestly, I'm not really telling all the dreams. 'Cause it's, it gets a little, it gets a little weird. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's other stuff that I'm not really telling everything because it gets a little weird. You know what I'm saying? It gets really weird. Like in this dream, I'm dating somebody that's younger than me. Like, you know what I'm saying? And it's crazy because like in real life I have always dated somebody that was like 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 years younger than me. Like that's real talk. I don't think it's any older. Maybe I said I don't know, right? But in this dream it's like I'm dating someone that's just like younger than me, and they're influent in the internet world. Like the internet is a whole entity, like a whole nother beast, right? So it's kind of weird. Like in real life, I don't like, in real life, in my life, right? I don't like dreaming about celebrities. And I feel like some people who just put their life on the internet, right? And they put everything out there are considered celebrities, right? I don't like that. I don't like dreaming about people who just got a lot of people, a lot of fans and all that. I don't like that. Like anybody who know me, if you've been looking at this channel for years, you know I don't like dreaming about celebrities. It's just weird. You know what I'm saying? It's weird, but I remember someone said like, "Yo, if you dream about celebrities, they signify a certain symbol. They symbolize something, right? That's their take on it. Like, oh, you dream about a celebrity, they symbolize something. It's not that. You know what I'm saying? They symbolize something. It's not that real, right? But in my mind, I don't think they symbolizing something. I think it's some whole other shit. I think shit is going to really pan out like that. Like you know what I'm saying? It's just weird. Like I don't know. Like this particular person, they idea about it is that, oh, they symbolize something. You got to figure out what it is that they symbolize. You know what I'm saying? Because you could look at somebody and they could symbolize success. Could symbolize discipline. They could, like that aspect. But me and my mind, it don't work like that. It don't. Like like when I have dreams about celebrities and it's an intimate moment, I don't like having intimate moments with these particular beings. It's just weird. Like I don't want to kiss nobody that, you know what I'm saying, I don't know in real life. Like it's it's kind of weird to say that too, but like I don't know, like in my mind it's just weird because it's just like when you don't have a lucid dream, you think it's real. So I had a dream about an influencer You know what I'm saying? I had a dream about celebrities in my past, but this particular dream, it was someone who was an influencer, right? But they didn't really know that they was an influencer. They just thought they was just chilling, streaming online. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh yeah, I'm just gonna put the camera on, whatever. I don't like that. I don't like dream. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like when you don't have a lucid dream, you think it's real. So it's like I'm really having this experience with this person in this dream that I think is real. You know what I'm saying? And then you just wake up. It's just weird. Like that shit don't sit well with me. Like I don't like dreaming about people that I may have seen. You know what I'm saying? Right? I may have seen this person in terms of in a video or do something digital, right? But to have an experience with this person as if we was in a relationship, that shit is mind blowing. I ain't even gonna hold you that. It's just messing with me. Let me know in the chat if you guys have ever had a dream where you had a dream about a celebrity, someone who you frequently see on the internet that, you know what I'm saying, they call these people on the internet influencers, right? But I don't know. I think influencers are kind of like vague. They celebrities too. I feel like people who are on the internet who are very popular are celebrities too. There are people who have a large following, right? But they call them influencers. But I just find it to be just very, I don't know. It feels kind of like icky when you have a whole life with somebody in the dream world and it's not real. Like a real tangible in this life. You know what I'm saying? Because you waking up to a whole different reality in a dream. You had something else. So that's the only reason why I don't like dreaming about freaking celebrities. I just don't because it's just like even though someone said, "Oh, they symbolize something," this person ain't symbolize nothing. Especially someone who's younger than me, like younger than me, that could possibly be someone at our birth. That doesn't make sense to me. Like you know what I'm saying? Like it's just so weird. It's so freaking weird, right? So that particular dream I wanted to talk about because it was just like a weird vibe. Like it was just weird. So I had to come on here and talk about it, like for real. Let me know in the chat if you guys have ever had a dream that you just had to be like, oh my God, what the hell was this about, right? But lucid dreaming for me has definitely changed in the past year, 2 years. It has definitely changed because the more I notice that I become educated about my dreams and reading different books and different like things like that and experiencing life, having certain experiences, I noticed that my lucid dreams have become a little bit quite, I hate to say it. I don't want to say it, right? But I am going to say it. It has become dangerous. It really has. Like I'm telling you, it really has. I don't know what the hell is going on with me. Like, I don't know what the hell is going on with me in the inner world, right? But in this past year, 2 years, right? I've educated myself about certain things. I've gone through things. I've become lucid, and it was like I was becoming attacked. I ain't even gonna hold you. That's what it felt like, right? So I had to come up with like a secret word I had to use. Right? It's just a weird ass experience. Right? I gotta be real with you. Like I have to be real with you guys. I haven't been on here for a long time. But for all the people who have that been subscribe to the channel and stuff like that, right? I have to be honest with you. I have to be honest. Like before, it was a time when I used to be like, "Oh, I'm lucid and I could control a dream." But then I remember, I'm sorry, not remember, right? I became lucid, right? And I'm aware that I'm dreaming, and then I could change the scenery, right? But now, I can't even say now, right? These past experiences that I had, that's the word that I want to use, right? The experience that I recently had, I said, yo, I'm lucid in the dream world and I instantly get attacked. Instantly. And it happened two times in the dream world, right? And so, in order to protect me, right, I don't, certain things I don't say, which is kind of weird. I have never experienced that. So it's weird because it's just like, it used to be like a great thing to be like, say, oh, I am lucid. I'm aware. Because that's what it comes from. You in a dream world and you say to yourself, yo, I'm aware that I'm dreaming. This is dreaming. And once you say that, you could change it and morph it into whatever you want it to morph into. Right? That's what you could say. You could like you could morph it into any place that you want to morph it into. And that's the beautiful thing about that. Like you can morph it and put it and do anything, you know what I'm saying, that you want to do. And that's the beautiful thing about that. Right? But that wasn't my experience. But it only happened two times. I must say, but I'm hold on. Yeah, please hold on for a minute. Hold on. Yeah, I'm back. I'm back again. Yes. Okay. I am back. So, yeah, so with the lucid dreaming, my experience is, well, past experience has been different. But, like I said, it was like two of the dreams that I had to, I had to like, I said that, I was lucid and then I felt like I was being attacked. No, not felt, I was being attacked. That's a fact. Like I was being attacked in the dream world because of the lucid dream. Right? It was just so weird. Like, oh my God, it just made me feel so scared to really acknowledge that I was dreaming in a dream. But I'm not gonna allow that to deter me, right? But it's something like very deeper with that, right? Because it's just like I've been dreaming, my whole life. And the best dreams are acknowledging that you're dreaming because you could change it. You could do whatever it is you want to do. And that's the beautiful thing about it, like being able to do what it is that you want to do. So I'm not going to stop saying, oh, this is a dream. This is a dream. And enjoying the dream and having a great time in the dream, even though I was being attacked. I'm not going to stop that. I'm not. I'm not going to stop it. If I'm dreaming and I become conscious, I'm going to say I'm dreaming. I'm having a great time. I'm living life. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to keep doing what I need to do. I'm not going to stop. Even though, you know what I'm saying, niggas want me to stop. They want me to, oh, 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 not care. And be mad, be upset, you know, be scared. That's the key thing, being super scared. I'm not going to be scared. I'm going to do what I need to do. I'm going to say, I'm dreaming. This is a dream. And I'm going to shift and change it into what I want it to be. Regardless. 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 Okay? I'm not going to change nothing. I'm not going to change the feelings. I'm not going to change the energy. I'm not going to be scared. I'm going to do what I need to do. I'm going to keep pushing, moving forward, doing what it is that, you know what I'm saying? People want you to be scared. They want you to give up. Give up, give up, give up, give up. No, no, absolutely not. I'm not going to give up. I'm not going to give up. You know what I'm saying? I am very interested in the dream world. And that's what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like, people get mad when you start tapping into things that, oh, the general public is really not into. But no, we gonna keep it moving. We gonna keep it going. That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna keep it going. I'm hungry. I'm serious. And they want you to be scared. Just because I had like two little experiences where I was lucid and I said it out loud, like, oh, I'm dreaming. Then I got attacked, but it is what it is. I take that as an aspect of me going deeper into the dream world, deeper into the experiences, deeper into really going to find different, you know what I'm saying, things, knowledge, or whatever the case may be. I'm hungry. I gotta go. Bye.